everyone. In this video, we're going to look at the important concepts that come from Chapter 6, Section 6.6, determining rate of increase and decrease. Now, it may seem a little complex as you first went through it, but I'm just going to highlight the steps that you need to take in order to figure it out. And I wanted to note that you follow the same steps whether it's an increase or a decrease. So let's go ahead through this example. And I think it'll help to make the process in the book a little bit easier to understand. So, when we're talking about rate of change, okay, what we start with is the amount of change. How do you calculate the amount of change? You take, in this problem, we're talking about an increase from 60 to 75, okay, and we want to know what percentage that increase is. So the first thing that we figure out to figure out that rate of change is we have to take and subtract the difference. And it doesn't matter if it's a difference, if it's a decrease, or if it's an increase, we're subtracting those amounts. So in this problem, we're increasing from 60 to 75. We're going to take the difference between 75 minus 60, that gives us 15. That's where the 15 is coming from. So the main step in this type of problem is to make sure that you subtract those differences to get your numerator in the problem. The next thing that we do is we go with our original number. In this one, it was increasing from 60 to 75. So we're going to go ahead and use 60 as our denominator. Now, keep in mind that had we done a decrease from 60 to 50, we still would have used the 60. We go with the original number, even if it's the bigger number. So here, in this example though, we're going to go ahead, our original number 60. So what I did here was I went ahead and we got 15/60ths, okay? And so I went ahead to make the numbers a little bit easier to deal with. I know that if we divide by 15 in each of those, and you could took it out by 5s and continued, kind of like we did in our chapter on fractions, but you could take it the whole way through. We end up with a problem that's 1/4. So then we know that this line now represents division for us. I went ahead and I divided 4 here. We ended up, when we do our division, we get 25/100ths, which basically whenever we have a decimal and we're changing it to a percentage, we're going to go ahead, take our decimal point, move it over 2 places, add our percentage sign, and our answer is 25%. So our rate of change was 25% from 60 to 75. And again, the key principles here to remember is that we have to subtract our difference to make the numerator, and then we go with the original number for our denominator, and then we just do the math that we did in previous sections. And that's how we go ahead and we determine our rate of increase and decrease.